crap. I needed to stop back at the top of the hill. You're good. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, so what is up, guys? Phoenix Echo here, aka the Gold Pidgeotto. And as you just saw, the bus driver completely forgot my stop. I had pulled the cord a decent little bit before the stop was actually supposed to come up. And then, yeah, as you heard, I had to say, hey, yeah, you missed my stop. Oh, hell. And now I'm having to walk up the hill. It's raining out here. It's loud. Trying not to fall in mud. Fuck, man. I just got off work. And there's the bus stop I was supposed to get off at. Phew. So yeah, as I said, I just got off work. Walking back to the apartment. And work, not gonna lie, my job's not too terribly happy with me. Oh shit. My job is not too terribly happy with me right now. Due to I was scheduled at 10 o'clock this morning. Got there 10:05, 10:10, something like that. And then I was scheduled out at 6 p.m. I'm not even 100% sure what time it is. I would say it's probably close to 7:30 p.m. right now. But you know, clock out times at Papa John's are based on sales volume, not. All right, so they're based on sales volume, not what time you're scheduled out. Meaning, even if you're scheduled out at a certain time, if it's busy, don't expect to leave on that certain time. Well, I clocked out at 6. Bus picked me up around 6:50. What is up, guys? Phoenix Echo here, aka the Gold Pidgeotto. And sorry for that interruption. It is actually the very next day. I got home from work about 7:45 last night. And as I was recording the video, my phone completely died on me. For some odd reason, it doesn't want to stay charged. As you guys saw, the bus driver completely, passed up my stop about a few minutes after I had pulled the cord and it said stop requested and all that stuff. Ended up walking up the hill, walking back down another hill just to get to my apartment complex. But what I was saying is that at my current job at Papa John's, and I'm not trying to talk garbage about the company. I've been with them for a long time. But different stores do different things and yada yada yada. But anywho, so at Papa John's, your clock out time is based on how busy it is, how the sales are going. It's not based on what time you're scheduled to be off of work. So me being scheduled off at 6 p.m. last night, it started to get a little bit busy after 6 p.m. but I knew that the bus would have been there at 6:15, 6:20-ish. I think I actually clocked out about 5 minutes before rushing to go catch a bus. So as soon as I had clocked out, I walked out the back door. I had told people before, it hit 6 o'clock. I was like, hey, I've got like 10 minutes before I got to dip, catch this bus. I said bye to a few people. I guess they didn't hear me because they were busy. So when I went to clock out last night at 6:15, whatever the hell, I said my goodbyes to a few people, walked out the back door, then got a text message from my general manager saying, hey, where are you at? And I said, I've got to, go catch this bus and get home. And the guy was like, well, you don't just sneak out the back door and you don't just clock out. It's very unprofessional as a manager. Managers lead by example, yada, 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 XYZ, giving me that spiel. And I was basically told that I would most likely be written up for that. And so I don't know if it happened or not. Another thing that gets me is that I know all these write-ups now have become, digital. They're all computer, whatever. So it's like, if I do not physically sign something, if I do not physically read something, then to me that's not a write-up. I had that happen at another store I was at, where I never once read what the write-up was actually for. I knew the circumstances of what it was, what was said, what was done, but I never, signed anything myself. So it's kind of like, because it's all digital, another manager or GM, all they have to do is like sign somebody else's initials and boom, you got to write up in the computer system. Definitely not right to me. So it does suck, not having a vehicle really does put a hindrance on my ability to really stay later than what I'm scheduled. Honestly, I probably could have stayed until around 8 o'clock or so, but I hate having to take that chance of, will the bus be here and will I actually get home, or will I have to walk home again? Everybody tells me at this current job, oh yeah, ask somebody for help, ask somebody for a ride. Everybody here will most likely help you. And in all reality, that's not really been the case. Like, I'll say, hey, I need some kind of a ride, or, hey, anybody able to give me a ride? Or I'll ask one person or a few people, and a lot of them, especially like the delivery drivers, where I live is outside of the Papa John's delivery area that, I work at. And it's kind of like, none of these drivers are going to, most of them have said, no, sorry, I can't, I'm still working, I'm here until whatever time. And, I would rather not clock out and sit and wait on a driver to be done with their shift. It's like, when I'm off work, I want to go home. I want to relax, because I've usually got to, come back early in the morning the next day and do it all again. Some people out there that might watch this, they're like, oh, you're just lazy, you don't want to do blah blah blah. It's kind of like, I just want to get home. It's like, I go to work every day. I feel like, I bust my ass and I do my job to the best of my ability. Maybe it's not up to everybody else's standards, I guess, of how they run at that store. But, I'm not at work to make friends. I'm not at work to get close to anybody. It's kind of like, let me go to work, let me do my job, let me go home, type of deal. As long as I can get 38 to 40 hours per week, I can pay my bills and I can, take care of the house and everything else. But it still does suck money-wise. In all reality, even if I worked a little bit of overtime with whatever money they take out for whatever, it doesn't really make a huge difference. It's like, cool, I might have $10, $15 more than you know, the last week's paycheck if I hit some OT, but it doesn't really make a huge difference in the end. So yeah, my plan, you know, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna continue this job. I'm gonna do the best that I absolutely can at it. You know, hopefully once I get, and if I get tax returns this year, I haven't gotten my tax return for like the past 3 to 4 years due to, you know, student loans and things like that. So if I do by chance get tax returns back, I plan to buy a vehicle of some sort, you know, figure out a decent, you know, find a decent little car, hopefully something I don't have to fix up completely. Find some, you know, liability insurance, because on a used car I don't need anything more than just liability. And then, you know, pay on bills. You know, it's kind of one of these, buy a car. That's a main goal. Take some of that money and pay another, you know, month's worth of rent and bills and things of that sort. Stay ahead of the game. I'm already at least a month ahead on utilities already, but I'm still, you know, keeping it going. Make sure I don't get behind. And we'll see where it goes. Like, once I get a car, you know, I might see how things go for like another month with Papa John's. And, you know, if things really don't change, or if things don't get better, you know, I've already thought about just going and finding a different employer. I'm literally getting burned out on Papa John's, and it's not so much, you know, them as a company, it's how people treat other people there. And I know, like, drama is everywhere and negativity is everywhere, but I don't want to come to work and, you know, just because somebody does something one way and somebody does something the other way, it's kind of like, I'm just getting tired of hearing, you know, if you don't do it like I do, then you're completely messing up. You know, honestly, it's mentally traumatizing, mentally scarring in a way, because, I mean, hell, I dealt with a lot of that in my past, and that's for a different video. But, you know, I get tired of hearing all that. You know, it's also, you know, some people don't treat each other with a whole lot of respect. People talk crap about each other behind their back. And they do it, honestly, like right out in the open, whispering and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not putting up with that. So yeah, like I said, goals: hopefully get my tax return, get a car, pay on some bills, keep a little bit for myself and my woman. You know, that way we can have maybe a nicer dinner or do something. And, you know, we'll figure out where it goes from there. But anyways, guys, I am about to catch this bus, head out to work. I love you guys very much. Take care of each other and yourself. Take it easy.